Welcome to The Responsible Resident. I'm Amber Stitt. This podcast takes a common sense approach to financial decisions for physicians, breaking down complex topics into something clear, practical, and usable. Because you shouldn't have to have a finance degree to build financial freedom. I'm a disability insurance specialist and co-owner of MD Disability Quotes. Collectively, over 4 decades, my team and I have worked with physicians to help you understand and protect your most valuable asset, your ability to earn an income. There are 2 reasons I've wanted to create this podcast for a long time. The first is personal. I experienced loss at a young age when my younger brother Ben passed away in an accident. It shaped how I see the world. It gave me an early awareness that life can change quickly and that clarity matters when things feel uncertain. Over time, that became a desire to help people feel more prepared and less overwhelmed when you're making important decisions. And when I started working with physicians, I saw something very clearly. You are some of the most highly trained professionals, and yet often the most overloaded with information. You're balancing patient care, long hours, and constant decision-making, while also being expected to navigate financial systems that were never clearly explained to you. I'd like to take a second to tell you about a free medical professionals blueprint that I created with you in mind. At some point in your career, you realize it's not just about making more money. It's about making decisions that actually support your life. That's exactly why I created the Pathways Perspective for Physicians. It's a simple, non-technical framework to help you think through your career, your money, your risk, and how everything connects as your life evolves. You shouldn't have to have a finance degree to build financial freedom. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need a place to start. You can download the free Medical Professionals Blueprint at stittstrategies.com/blueprint. The second reason is my industry. After more than 15 years in this space, I've seen that many financial systems are still very traditional. Advice is often standardized, based on software or general assumptions, rather than tailored to you. And while there are many great professionals, it can be difficult to know how to evaluate recommendations, or even what questions to ask. You shouldn't have to rely on default recommendations when it comes to something as important as your income. This podcast is designed to give you a simple, structured way to think about your financial life as a physician. Based on my experience working with thousands of physician clients, collaborating with strategic partners, and studying what successful professionals have done over decades. Not from a technical standpoint, but from a practical, common sense perspective, so you can make decisions based on education and intention, not by confusion or default choices. Each episode is short, practical, and designed to help you take action, because doing nothing is still a decision, and often the most expensive one later. At a high level, this comes down to one word: freedom. If you can stop working tomorrow and live on what you already have, you may not need disability insurance and the other tools you will hear about within these episodes. But if your life depends on your ability to earn an income, then protecting that income matters. In the next episode, we'll start with the foundation: what disability insurance actually is and why it matters for your career. Thanks for being here, and welcome to The Responsible Resident. If this episode helped you think a little more clearly about your next step, that's the goal. You don't need to have everything figured out, but you do need to take ownership and take a meaningful step forward today. Thanks for listening to The Responsible Resident. As a reminder, this podcast is for general educational purposes only. It is not legal, tax, or individualized financial advice, and coverage options will vary based on your personal situation.